It has been said that it's a good thing that God keeps the truth of life from the young as they are starting out. For if they knew the struggle of what was to come, they may have no heart to start at all. I've often found myself reflecting on just how true that is. You see, life is hard and it hurts often. It's full of things like terrorism, war, murder, natural disasters, disease, corruption, and even death. And the curious thing about all this is that when children are born, they really do have no concept of any of that. They are naive, they are innocent, they are innately idealistic. Idealism is defined in the dictionary as the unrealistic belief in perfection. And that's actually the very definition of childhood. It's to be so innocent that for a while we have an unrealistic belief that the world is going to be perfect. Children can't wait to grow up because they think that when they do, life is going to be this glorious adventure full of endless wonder, romance, exploration, and just filled with love. Now, the great question in all of this then is, why are children so inherently idealistic? Why do they believe that they have arrived in a perfect world? Who told them this? Because it's not just a few children, it's every child that's ever been born on planet Earth. And then the second question is, why should there be such a big gap between the world that we all expect and the world that really exists? This is all so curious. It's almost like we were made for another world. It's like we were hardwired for another planet. And in fact, the Bible tells us this very thing. See, the Bible tells us that God initially built this planet to be perfect. That's why all babies are hardwired for a perfect world. That's what they come expecting. They come expecting Eden. And then the process of growing up is just the process of discovering that Eden has in fact been lost, that we now live in a fallen world full of heartache and pain. And it's the process of struggling with that too. We struggle so hard to come to terms with it. Sometimes it feels like we're aliens here, like we don't really belong. We see all of this suffering on the news and we just know that it shouldn't be like this. For many, it gradually turns our childhood idealism and hope to cynicism and frustration. In others, there is depression, sometimes even suicide. Some try to manage the pain of life with alcohol or drugs, or even just try to fill the void with money and stuff. And all of that is simply an attempt to cope with the fact that Eden, our home, has been lost, and we just don't belong here anymore. In the new book, The Long Way Home, An Exploration of Life and Eternity, I want us to explore the journey of life from childhood to old age and discover what it means to live as exiles in this fallen world. In Hebrews it says, "For this world is not our permanent home. We are looking forward to a home yet to come." We explore what the meaning of this life actually is, how to live well here, how to live with purpose, and what it means to keep our hearts alive, full of faith, hope, optimism, and love in a world that's constantly trying to beat us down and beat that out of us. And then finally we explore the new earth and what it will be like on that glorious day when we finally finish our journey and do indeed arrive home to be with Jesus. The Long Way Home is available from Amazon on paperback and ebook. I hope that through it you will be encouraged and inspired both for your future on this earth and the one to come.